Hey everyone, and welcome back to Brian's Horror Corner, or welcome if you are new to my channel. Glad to have you here. So this is my wrap up and ranking for my August 2024 summer DVD horror movie series, where I took a look and reviewed individually 10 what I consider summer horror movies in from my DVD collection specifically. So we're just going to go ahead and rate these 10 movies from my least favorite to my favorite. I will say that well, I don't like all 10 of these movies, but I'm keeping all 10 of these movies in my collection. Um, some of them, some of them are so bad they're good. Some of them are so bad they're bad. But we'll just get into it. And then I'll just give you some overall thoughts about these movies and the summer horror in general. But let's start with the ranking here for this series. So, as I said, I did 10 movies. So, coming in at number 10, if you watch my individual review, probably won't be a surprise, but that is Piranha Double D or Piranha 3DD, I think it was called or something. Um, this movie does have a few parts that make me laugh. I'll give it that. And it has a lot of nudity, but that's about where the good things end for this movie. It's so over the top, so ridiculous. Um, yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10 in my ranking. But that being said, I could still see watching this every other summer or something. It is almost so bad that it's good, but it's really not that good. But yeah, Piranha Double D is going to be my number 10, my least favorite of this particular series. Coming in after that at number 9 is going to be Camp Dread with Eric Roberts and Danielle Harris. Um, Yeah, Danielle Harris in name only. No, she's in the movie, but not for very much. But this movie's serviceable. It's fine. It has a lot of twists at the end and stuff, but um, I can't say I love it, but it's fine. So I think I gave it a 6 out of 10. So Camp Dread number 9. Coming in at number 8 is the M Night Shyamalan movie, The Village. Um, missed opportunity kind of movie that has a lot of good technical aspects to it, but not so much the story that they were going for, the twist. So, uh, not my favorite M Night Shyamalan, but not the worst either. I wouldn't say. Um, yeah, The Village, number 8. I'm not going to try to not to say too much about these movies, frankly. Uh, Number 7 is going to be the original Wrong Turn from 2003, the last movie that I reviewed for this series. Um, I'm surprised it's at number 7, but I just like 6 more movies more than it from this series, frankly. But yeah, as I said in my review, it's perfectly fine for a slasher movie from 2003. Nothing great, nothing terrible. Wrong Turn. Number 7. Number 6 is going to be another outdoorsy kind of movie that might surprise some people that I have it ahead of Wrong Turn. But that is Grizzly Park. And this movie, the reason it goes ahead of Wrong Turn is it did do some things differently. It had some moments of levity and some humorous moments, whether it was intentional or not. And I generally like the characters here, the cast of young actors and actresses. Um, so yeah, Grizzly Park is going to be my number 6 for this series. Now we get into the top 5, and number 5 is going to be the only movie I believe that's not from the 21st century from this series. I think 9 out of the 10 movies were all from 2000 or later. But this movie is going to be Ants from 1977, the made-for-TV movie, and this is an example of a very low budget movie, but they got the most out of it based on their how they video how they shot the ants and really made it work from an atmospheric standpoint. Also had two really good leads here. Um, so yeah, I Robert Foxworth and Linda Day George. I really enjoyed Ants from 1977, so that's going to be my number 5. Number 4 for this series is going to be the shark movie Open Water. Um, Not my favorite shark movie, but certainly not bad. It's based on a true story, which gives it an edge and makes it a bit creepier knowing this that really happened. But it's very character focused. But it's good. I like Open Water, so that's going to be my number 4. And now we get into the top 3, the creme de la creme of this series. Number three is going to be the Hills Have Eyes remake from 2006, I believe. Oh five, oh six, one of those two. I can't remember. But yeah, what can you say about this movie? It's better than the original. It's one of the few horror remakes that actually outdoes the original. Very gets under your skin. Doesn't hold anything back. The Hills Have Eyes remake. My number three from this series. Number two, my second favorite from this August series is going to be The Reef, the other shark movie that I watched for this series. And this might be my favorite shark movie, other than the original Jaws, of course, from 1975. But I don't know. The Reef just works for me. I like the characters well enough, but it's really the fact they use real sharks, how it's shot, the suspense and tension that's built up and delivered on. Yeah, The Reef is a really excellent shark movie. So that's my number two. But number one's going to go back to the very first movie that I reviewed for this series at the beginning of August, and that is the first movie, the first Jeepers Creepers movie from this Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 two-pack here. The original Jeepers Creepers from 2001. What can you say? It's one of the best post 2000 horror movies that we have. Very effective, um, very creepy, very well acted by Gina Phillips and Justin Long. Good story, just a great supernatural creature kind of feature, if you will. Jeepers Creepers, the original from 2001, my favorite and number one movie from this 10 movie horror DVD summer series, summer DVD horror movie series. So yeah, that's the 10 movies as I have them ranked. From my least favorite to my favorite. I'm a big fan of summer horror movies overall, man. I love the camp ones. I love the water ones, the aquatic horror, the uh, the camp setting horror, the outdoor horror, like in woods and things like that, forests, whatnot. There's just something about this time of the year. Also, you tend to get some of the characters dressed up scantily clad because it's warm, namely women from my standpoint, but I'm sure the women can enjoy the men too, from that same aspect, but or whatever. I'm not going to judge, but yeah, summer horror movies are great, and I look forward to probably doing another batch next year. I still do have a few other ones. I know Piranha 2, I haven't watched or reviewed on my channel, The Spawning yet, Piranha 2, The Spawning. But I'm sure I'll have other summer horror movies for next year, for 2025, so that we'll delve into. And maybe it won't just be the reason I didn't do Piranha 2 is because it's not part of my DVD collection. I actually have that one on Blu-ray. So maybe I'll do a Blu-ray summer horror movie series next year. We'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this series. I certainly enjoyed it. Got to see some movies I haven't seen before and either liked or liked enough where I'm going to keep in my collection. All 10 of these movies I'm going to keep in my collection yet. Um, but yeah, it's kind of sad that we're at the end of summer. It's Labor Day weekend in a couple days. It's Labor Day day. But that being said, we're getting closer to my favorite horror part of the year, and that of course is October. But even September, man, the whole autumn, September, October, and even after, I just love this time of the year with all the fall and autumn harvesting and all that kind of stuff is obviously getting close to October 31st, the best holiday of the year, of course, for this channel anyway. Um, it's probably actually my second or third favorite holiday overall, though, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's hard for anything to top Christmas. Um, but Halloween's right there with Thanksgiving, I think, for me. Those last three holidays of the calendar year sort of are set apart from. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the 4th of July. I like Easter, those who celebrate it. I like all the other ones, but those last three, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, they stand by themselves for me. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, so I'm going to wrap this series up. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have any questions or actually, if you have any summer horror movie suggestions that I can watch and review that haven't been watched and reviewed on my channel, either from this series or from years past. So, with that being said, I hope everybody's doing well. Have a safe and fun weekend, and you know, I will see you at the next series that I start probably in a few days. So thank you for watching. And as always, stay scared. Bye.